Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 13th of January 2023. Let's see if this day is really going to be unlucky. I want to use the Universal Tarot and I'm going to choose 3 cards here to see what the day's energy is all about. So let's have a look. So let's see. First card is the World. 8 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So this looks really positive. The World is the final card in the Major Arcana. It's when the penny drops, you really get it. You feel totally balanced in terms of your spiritual self, your human self. You feel like you're in charge of your life. You actually are in charge of your life. And you feel cushioned and safe and protected. It's after all the experiences of life, you really realize what's important, which is your connection to something bigger and kind of folding into this natural rhythm your life has rather than kicking and screaming against it. So that puts you in a very strong position here. If there are any big decisions that need to be made, make them with confidence. Any difficulties, face them head on. If there's work-related things, practical considerations you need to look at. Anything that may seem challenging under different circumstances, look at it today. You'll have a much easier time. And then even relationships, I think you'll find very easy to navigate. So if there's anything that is grabbing your interest, so each one of these represent the different elements, right? So we've got fire and air and earth and water. And this perfectly balanced woman at the center of these, so she's the master of all of them. So if you do want to improve your relationships, or if you want to study something new or find a new hobby or deal with something that's been on the to-do list and you've kind of put aside because it's too difficult, today is a good day to look at that. Next, we've got the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is associated with good news as far as I'm concerned. We've got the Suit of Wands is the element of fire. So that's about life purpose and passion. And these things coming in are bits of information that fire you up, that make you kind of pay attention and notice because it grabs your interest. And this is something that could bring a lot of joy and direction into your life. So you're coming from a really good space. You're spiritually connected. You feel like you have a choice over what you can work with on the day, and you feel like you have a good effect or a good outcome in each one of those areas. Then we've got good news happening on top of that. And finally, the Queen of Wands is a court card. So this appears as a person in your life or as a characteristic. So she may be the good news. So it may be someone who you're interested in romantically, whether it's male or female, or it could be someone who represents something you're trying to learn, like you find the right teacher for whatever it is you want to learn, like boating or construction or tour guiding, whatever it may be. The Queen of Wands is a woman who's living her life purpose. So it's interesting that you've got good news coming in about yours, and that this is someone who's demonstrating what it's like to live your life purpose and how happy you can be and fulfilled. Oh, and we've got a black cat, and it's Friday the 13th. Okay, so that theme, the superstition theme, is going to be, isn't that interesting how that appears like that? So obviously because of the date, that's going to be a theme. But in this card, the black cat actually protects the queen. So it's like almost like a familiar. It's like a being, an entity that protects you on a spiritual level. And she's like painting and looking at the sunflowers and having a great time. So the fact that she's got a bodyguard, a protector, is fab because she doesn't have to worry about, you know, something negative happening while she's having a grand old time here, living her life. So that's so interesting that, I mean, I don't take the date seriously at all, but if you do, if you're superstitious, then this card is saying you're protected from any of that. So seriously, no thinking this is unlucky in some sort of genuine way. It isn't. It's actually a really great day where you come into it feeling super empowered. some good news makes the whole thing even better and you're able to pursue something you enjoy. So plan for that, I think. Like, what makes me happy on this day? Is it spending time with other people? Is it painting? Is it planning a trip? Is it planning my future? Is it some sort of learning a new thing that I could enjoy, maybe yoga or dancing or anything that really would just seem fun? And then the Queen either coming into your life as another person, or you embodying this sense of, I'm free to enjoy my life and enjoy my day and to pursue my passions in life. So if there's any possibility that you can spend a couple of hours doing something that's just fun for you, if it's being out in nature or whatever, then the cards are suggesting that would be a good idea. And just these two women, so we've got the world card, which she's the most experienced out of the entire major arcana. This is like a spiritual giant, someone who's had the whole of life experience and now has become enlightened and kind of shielded from life because she gets it. So she's almost transcended it. The normal rules of life don't apply to her because she's attained some spiritual wisdom of who she truly is, so that she's almost like a magic person who doesn't quite exist on this realm anymore. She's kind of taken it to the next level. And the Queen of Wands isn't as elevated and ethereal, but she's someone who's really in charge of living your best life and having a good time and doing things that are fulfilling and meaningful and that bring you joy. And she's almost professional about that. So the connection to me then says the wisdom that you can attain on this day can be otherworldly and there is the potential to become enlightened. But for a lot of other people, it's that realization on this day that, do you know what? I'm living, I'm paying my bills, I'm breathing, I'm doing everything I need. At some point, I owe it to myself and I deserve to enjoy my life. I mean, that's such a, when you say it, it's like such a outlandish concept. I actually get to enjoy my life. Yeah, I do. Even despite all the headaches and the problems. Although I think on this day, you're not going to have a lot of negative stuff come in. Like I said a moment ago, I think the news that comes in on top of all this greatness is really good news. So watch out for someone who can make your day even sunnier. Tap into this feeling yourself. And really, if you're looking to have a spiritual breakthrough, and that's your passion, really look at that for a little bit, because there's great potential to have this epiphany which takes you to the next level in terms of your understanding of what this experience here on planet Earth is all about. Wow, so yeah, that doesn't seem unlucky to me in the slightest. Okay, so number-wise, we've got 21, and 8 is 29, and 1 is 30. 30 reduces to 3 in numerology, and 3 is about communication and new beginnings. So the news that come in are likely to communicate some sort of opportunity, some sort of a fresh start, or you're able to communicate with the higher realms in a very significant way, and that signals the start of a new relationship. Or it's a good time to start one of your passions in earnest, in real life, to say, I love flower arranging. I'm going to open up a sunflower shop and just present the most beautiful sunflowers. That's what I want to do in life. That's how I will enjoy my life, because I have a passion for these flowers, for example. So it looks like a day of great opportunity, great protection, and I hope you have a wonderful time. And that's what I get for you for this day. I hope you have a really great day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to order your reading with me. And I use astrology, the tarot, and numerology in my personal readings. The way I combine the numbers, and the cards, I combine all three in my personal readings. So if you have any questions about your life purpose or spiritual development or what's coming up in the year ahead, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.